See if we got anybody in there. Facebook's up. Um, we're waiting on uh, Twitch, Periscope, and YouTube. Waiting on those three to come up. Okay. Good evening. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Wednesday, June 12th. We're going to be going over today's headlines. So we're checking to see if we're on YouTube, making sure because we need to have all four networks. So we're just checking to make sure everybody is online and stuff like that. So please give me a few minutes because I'm getting ready. I'm setting up. So let me make sure everything is in. Let's see if anybody's on the Facebook side. I could go right onto my side right here. See who's in Facebook. See who's up on the stream. We'll watch it. Getting ready to pull this up. Okay, we're on, and we'll start setting this up to public. We're not gonna answer calls right now. So, okay, we're on now. How y'all doing? Good. Good evening, folks. Good evening. Good evening. How you doing, Rose Taylor? So everybody's on. So we're making sure you're on, and everybody's safe. So let's see, two people in there. Whoever's in there. How you doing, Rose Taylor? You're the only one. So how you doing? Let's begin with today's headlines. We'll wait. Okay, let's get this over. Okay, let's go over some MLB and minor league scoreboard updates. I'm going to do that in just about a second. So let me switch this over. Okay. Okay, this is minor league scoreboard. This is the AAA level. I'll pull this up a little bit so I can get it showed in my screen a little bit, just a little bit better. I know it's a low off base, so we're just gonna have to swing this over. So here it is, minor league scoreboard, AAA, AAA level, top of the eighth. It is tied up at 3 between Charlotte and Syracuse. Durham is up 6-1, bottom 5. Also, Norfolk is down 5-3, bottom 4. Also, Columbus up 2-1. That's in the bottom of the 6th. Also, bottom of the 6th is 2-0 Gwinnett on top of Lehigh Valley. Also, Salt Lake City up 4-1 going into the 3rd, so middle 3rd. Also, it is Round Rock up 3-0, top 2. Bottom 2, it is San Antonio up 2-0. Also, no score in the Nashville and Las Vegas game. Also, it is Albuquerque and Oklahoma City, no score, top 1. Baby Cakes will play at 8:05 tonight, so it's just a few minutes away. Also, it is Omaha taking on Sacramento. Also, it is Iowa taking on Fresno. Fresno, yeah. Also, Louisville wins 10-8 over Pawtucket. Also, not Baltimore. Buffalo wins 14-6. That is in the minor league baseball side. That's on the AAA level. Let's go to the AA level side. See, we'll grab the AA scores. Okay, Portland is on top 4-1 on Altoona. Altoona, yeah. Trenton's on top 7-2, bottom 7. Also, it is tied up at 2 between Bowie and New Hampshire. That's in the bottom of top of the 8th. No hitter in the game between Richmond and Harrisburg going into the bottom of the 8th. Also, it is Let's see how y'all doing. Share. All right, y'all share. Y'all share it. We appreciate it. So y'all share it. So, okay. Let's see. Akron is on top 3-1. Biloxi is down 2-0 to Jackson. That is in the bottom of the fifth. Also, Reading is on top, down 2-1. Excuse me, down 2-1. Top six. Mobile is down up 2-0. That's in the fourth. Also, Chattanooga and Montgomery. Montgomery's up 2-0. Also, Pensacola, Tennessee, bottom four. Tennessee up 2-1. Northwest Arkansas and Amarillo is scoreless, top three. Also, it is Jacksonville and Birmingham scoreless, bottom second. Corpus Christi in Arkansas is scoreless. They have a runner at first and 2 outs. Also, Midland wins 9-2 over Springfield. And also, Tulsa wins 6-1 over Frisco. So that is your minor league scoreboard update. We will go to Major League Baseball updates. Let's go there. Okay, let's go ahead and give you an update on the Stanley Cup Finals as we enter Game 7 tonight. Game 7 is the last and final game for both teams. Whoever wins tonight will win the World Cup. Stanley Cup, excuse me. I keep saying World Cup. Stanley Cup. Shit. Okay, 10:21 left to play in the first period. It is scoreless between St. Louis and Boston. That's in Boston tonight. So whoever wins will win the Stanley Cup. Let's go ahead and give you MLB updates. What's up, Blue? What's up? What's up? What's up, Kerry Thompson? How y'all doing? I'm looking at him right now. I'm watching y'all on the Facebook. Yeah. All right. Let's give you an MLB update. I'm going to wait for the screens to come up. I'm trying to see if I can get my screens to swing out. Waiting on my screen as I know it's slow. I should be able to get my screens up. All right, we got it now. MLB scoreboard. MLB scoreboard at this hour at 7, close to 7:40 Central Time, 8:40 Eastern Time in the Eastern Time Zone areas. How's Big Papi? Oh, he's going to be okay. Big Papi, he had to go to Boston for some more surgery and stuff like that. He'll be okay. Kerry Thompson. So, okay. The Blue. Let's see. The D-backs up 2-0. The Blue Jays down 1-0 to Baltimore. The St. Louis Cardinals is down 5-0. Randy Kerman, if you're watching, I got some good news for you. Your Atlanta Braves up 6-2 going into the fourth. They are playing against the Pittsburgh Pirates. You're playing against 30 and 36 ball club. Also, rain delay in Detroit and Kansas City game. The Astros down 2-0. Also, Seattle and Minnesota is scoreless. Also, it is Oakland winning 6-2 over Tampa Bay. Cincinnati Reds win 7-2 over the Cleveland Indians. Right now, the Cleveland Indians are 34 and 33 on the season. Chicago wins 10-1. Oh, that's y'all crosstown rival, Kerry Thompson. The Cubs win 10-1. The Boston Red Sox win 4-3, and the San Francisco Giants will take on the San Diego Padres. That is going to be at about 8:45 tonight over there in San Francisco. So that is your score updates for this hour. We'll go ahead and talk about what's happening in the sports world today. Let's go ahead and go to ESPN. We're going to stay on ESPN, and we're going to go through some headlines here. Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to discuss some headlines? We can do that tonight. Let's see if we're on. We're still not on YouTube. I don't know why we're still. I'm gonna come back and check that. We'll come back and check that in just a few minutes. I gotta make sure we're on YouTube. The stream's on YouTube because YouTube's having problems. So let's see if we can grab the see what happens on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. I don't think we're up. I don't think we're up. I'll be honest with you. I don't think we're up there. I don't think we're up. So we may have to send some streams over. So we're going to send the stream over to YouTube later. So we're having a little issues with YouTube. So YouTube's having problems. So I'm just want to mention that to everybody. If you're on the YouTube side, please come over to. If you're on the YouTube side, you have a Twitch account. Come over to Twitch and watch the stream from there, because YouTube's not giving me the live feed over there on the other side. So we're on Restream right now, but if you're on the YouTube channels, go ahead and just switch over to either Facebook, Periscope, or Twitch for tonight's show. So, okay, let's talk about Kevin Durant. All right, we got that on the screen. This is only for YouTube viewers only, not the Facebook viewers. Facebook's running, and Periscope is running, and also Twitch is running. So you'll have 3 networks to get on tonight. Okay, Durant undergoes surgery for a ruptured Achilles, so he's going to be most likely probably going to be out of action for the foreseeable future. Hopefully he does recover at because look, they're going to need him. Look, that's Kevin Durant right there. He did suffer an injury on Monday night when he tore his Achilles in the game on Monday against the Raptors. So I wish him all the best of luck. I mean that's one thing. Look, you don't want to see is somebody getting hurt in basketball. I mean, you want to see, sure, you want to see Toronto beat Golden State in a fair way, but the truth of the matter is, look, he's injured now. He's got an Achilles injury, so that's one thing about it, and hopefully he will. That's what I want to know. Oh, okay, all right. All right, Rose. Great. All right, thank y'all. Yeah. This is from Nick Friedel. You can reach him at ESPN. This is Nick Friedel. This is what we're showing you right now. This is he's from the hospital bed. He had, I think it was at, I'm trying to, the surgery was performed by Dr. Martin O'Malley. He is in New York. He's a surgeon in New York, so he's known for surgeries in those type of injuries like Achilles and stuff like that. So I wish him all the best, and look, hopefully he'll be back on the court as soon as possible, but I don't think he will be back tomorrow when they play the Raptors in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So that's my take on it. You can reach Nick Friedel. Okay? Yeah, another question about Big Papi. Oh, he's gonna be okay. Rose, because look, he went to Massachusetts General to get some more surgery and stuff like that. So he most likely will make a fast recovery soon or later or whatever. So that's thank you for that question. I appreciate it. This is what I like to have. That's Rose Taylor. I see everybody on there. Okay. let's go ahead and give you. Okay, let's talk about Anthony Davis deal. Let's talk about that. Let's go ahead and switch that over. Okay, sources see Lakers each talk with the Pels. Hopefully, they will get a deal done for Anthony Davis, because this is going to get ridiculous day in and day out until they trade him. I mean, I know he wants to leave. That's one thing. I know he wants to leave New Orleans. Because he don't want to be on a losing team. That's the thing. I mean, look, this would in these days of the supermax teams, those top-notch players who don't want to play for a Pacific team no more, wants to play for a team that wants to win a championship. That's the thing about it. In these supermax team days, so New Orleans and LA will find a third way to get a fourth overall pick. So they need. I mean, look, David Griffin should be aggressive about this and not give up anything for a small pick to get Anthony Davis. I mean, how you doing, Linda Douglas? What's going on? I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the Blue Dots supporting me, just like you support John, just like you support Randy, so just like you support Joe Sherwood. Thank you for supporting me. I do the shows 7 days a week, so I don't get paid for this, so I'm here. So yeah, I say, look, if we can draft Zion Williamson and trade away Davis, that would be good. Because look, Davis is going to keep doing this until he leaves New Orleans. That's what he's going to do. He put this he put it on himself. He put this upon himself to leave New Orleans with this trade request. He did it himself. Nobody didn't tell him to do it. He did it himself. So I hope that once the draft starts on June 20th, the draft starts, I think, next week or something like that. Hopefully, we do get a deal out of this situation, because if we don't get a deal, we're going to be screwed. So that's my take on it. This is from Adrian Wanowski. You can reach him at ESPN. Came out at 6:45. That's a little bit 15 minutes to 7. I'll let him see it. I'm going to switch this over. Switch this back. It's going back to Durant's story right there. I'm going to switch this over. Okay, it is still 1-0. St. Louis on top. 3:13 left to play in the first period. So 3:13. The game is tied up at 3. So the series. So let's go ahead. I'm going to give you an update on Big Papi. I'm going to look at it right now. Okay, this is what we're showing you. If you want to, okay, cops suspect in David and Ortiz shooting was offered for $7.8 million. This is not good situation right here. That was at San Domingo, Dominican Republic. 6 suspects, including alleged excuse me, trying to get it out, the words out of my mouth. Gunman has been detained in a shooting. A former Boston Red Sox player, David Ortiz. Other suspects are being pursued in the shooting. Witness says was carried out by 2 men on a motorcycle, and other 2 groups of people in cars. So this probably was this, I'm gonna say this. This probably was an absolute drive-by shooting. I mean, it was a drive-by shooting with the motorbikes involved and also people in cars. That was in out in the Dominican Republic. So that's one thing that I would not want to go to, is the Dominican Republic. That is something you don't want to go to and face trouble right there because they got drug dealers and stuff like that. I mean, look, I'm pretty sure it was they had it in for him. I'm pretty sure they had it in for him. Um, let's see. At the moment, the interrogation will continue, deepen the investigation into the truth. Chief Prosecutor Jean Allen, I'm trying to say her name is Alain Rodriguez. Her name. She's talking. She was talking about that. Nobody was involved in the landmass episode. So I'm gonna say this. Look, hopefully, yeah, this is a statistic right here. We'll show you. I'm gonna highlight it for you. Give me 1 second to highlight it. Okay. Dominican Republic is the most dangerous country. The murder rate stands at 12.5 killings per 100,000 people, placing in Dominican Republic 10 to 15%, so the most violent in the world. So that's one place you do not want to go. If you want a vacation there, don't even try to go there, because I'm going to tell you, you may not make it out alive. That's one thing about it. So hopefully, I mean, I'm glad David Ortiz did make it out alive, because look, he's a well-known baseball player with the Boston Red Sox, and I think, look, I mean, this country right here that we're talking about, the Dominican Republic, they are extreme. They have extremely poor population and stuff like that. That's something right there. So it was offered. The shooting was about 7.8K. 7.8K. That's in dollars right there. They wanted to bump him off for that price right there. 7.8 million. That's with a K. So that's one thing you don't look at right there. Is because when you're a millionaire like that, Sir Cardinal's on. I see everybody in there. So that's one thing about it. So make no mistake about it. So let's go ahead and switch this out. I'll post it to the Facebook comic section and to my timeline. Y'all want to read the story? I'll go ahead and post it. So I'll go ahead and post it right now. So let me go ahead and go back to it and post it. I'm gonna just swing it back and post it. I'm gonna go ahead and post it to y'all sites. Let me post it there. Give me 1 second. I'll just have this on for a second. Give me 1 second for I can post it to you. Send a post. Okay, the post is now sent to my timeline. You can go share it with your friends and stuff like that. It's on my timeline. So let's go ahead and move along. We're at 23 and a half minutes. Okay, all right. Okay, Morgan, let's talk about this. Waiting on that to come up. Okay, disrespectful to ease up on Thailand. Look, what they did, what these young ladies did in that Women's World Cup, look, nobody shouldn't cry about it. Nobody shouldn't cry about Thailand losing 13-0 to the United States. And then they all on there criticizing these young ladies for celebrating. That was stupid what they did. What these critics does. Because look, this team might have not had a chance against the United States, and they up there crying about that shit. That's what gets me so enraged about these people when they come outside, when they get on social media and they make a big deal out of stuff like that. Look, these young women, I'm pretty sure they will win the World Cup when it's all said and done. These young ladies. Alex Morgan said it was, this is what they were saying. Alex Morgan said she was happy to ignore the criticism. So That's good. I'm glad they did what they had to do. Ignore the criticism, because you're going to have some people out there that's unhappy in society and all that kind of stuff, and just make a big deal out of something that's nothing. So give me y'all takes on it. I mean, I would like to hear y'all takes. I would like to hear y'all takes. Get me set this up for well, shit, we got off. I don't know why Facebook cuts me off, man. That's ridiculous. I got angry about that. Okay, let me get back in. Let me get back into the All right, sorry about that, y'all. We had Facebook kind of cut me off with the thing, so just get it back in. So cut me off with the at the tracks. So I'm gonna put it up on the screen on the Facebook timeline, and you can give your take and stuff like that on these on this situation with these young ladies celebrating.
All right, Alex, you've had a night.
Let me turn this off. So everything is on the screen. So everything is posted to the Facebook timeline. So all right, I appreciate it, everyone. I appreciate y'all. I mean, look, I mean, I don't get that many views and stuff like that, and I mean that's just reality. So if you have a comment about this story that I've shown you on the screen about the USA team celebrating their win over Thailand, you can voice your opinion. We do allow you to voice your opinion. So, but only thing we don't allow is a lot of trolls. We don't allow trolls. So please do not come up in here and troll. So thank y'all for not doing it. Oh, going up. So they win it right now, 6-4. Wow. Wow, Randy, they win at 6-4. So they're going to have a challenge against Pittsburgh, but I'm pretty sure Atlanta at the end of the day is going to be a good team. They are a very good team. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about Cousins. Let's talk about Cousins. Let's see what this is about. Waiting on the stream to come up. Waiting on the thing to come up on 1 second. Okay, Cousins. I am a 500 quarterback for next level. He is going to make a jump from year 1 to year 2. So I'm pretty sure Kirk Cousins will be an effective quarterback when it's all said and done with the Minnesota Vikings. So he is right now. He's saying he is a 500 quarterback, but he's got to prove it that he's a 500 quarterback. He's got to prove it. You just can't sit there and say you're a 500 quarterback when it doesn't show you're a 500 quarterback. We'll show you his numbers. I'm going to give you his numbers in 1 second. Go over to this side. Okay, we'll go ahead and go over some numbers for you. This is Kirk Cousins. We're waiting on the page to load. That page. Okay, his yards. He had 4,298 yards. He's ranked 10th in yardage. He's also ranked 9th in touchdowns with 30. So he's ranked 9th in touchdowns with 30. Also, he's tied for 12th with interceptions with 10. So he hasn't thrown that many interceptions. He's only thrown 10. But his quarterback rating is right now it's at 61.9, and it's 14th. So he's in the middle of the pack when it comes to quarterback ratings. Now, this regular season, he threw for he threw for same thing. His rating was 99.7. So his rating was 99.7. So his rating right there. His career, Um, he threw for 20,504 yards. That's 7.6 average. He threw 129 touchdowns and 65 interceptions. His rating was 95-0. 95-0. Okay, last 5 games last year, he kind of, let's see, looked at it, he kind of dipped down. So he kind of went, his rating was 25.4. His regular rating was 79.4. He also, when they played against Detroit, they won 27-9. His rating was 137.9, and then his QBR was 89.2. Also, that was on the 16th of last year. They won against Miami. His rating was 112.2, and his quarterback rating was 46.5. Also, against the Seahawks, that was on the road. He had a road game. His quarterback rating was 89.0, and his rating was 89.0. His quarterback rating was 31.0. So his rating was 89, and his quarterback rating was 31. So, also, against the New England Patriots, they lost 24-10. He threw for 201 yards. He drew 1 touchdown. He drew 2 interceptions. He was sacked twice. His quarterback rating was 52.7, and his regular rating was 70.4. So, look, he needs to get back to 500. He needs to get back to a 500 standings right there. So, that's one thing about it with the Minnesota Vikings quarterback. So, hopefully he does kind of get some games under his belt this year and make the playoffs. Because if look, they could care less if you're a 500 quarterback, a 400 and something quarterback. That's that's just water under the bridge. So that's my take on that. You could reach Corsi Croman. You can reach her at that's Nin. So that's her name. Reach her at ESPN. Okay, let's give you an update on the Stanley Cup. Right now, it is 2-0 going into the second period. The Blues are leading 2-0. So that is the updates on that. Okay, the Houston Astros here in the local area is down 2-0. That is in the 4th inning. So we got everything under. Let's go ahead and talk about our local headlines here in New Orleans. Let's talk about Vince Beagle hopes to Beagle hopes to expand his role after the offseason with the Saints. Vince Beagle, he is the linebacker with the Saints, so I'm hoping a lot of good things out of Vince Beagle because, look, we need these linebackers to put up some major numbers and stuff like that because their performance is going to matter. And he's going to learn. He has to digest that playbook. That's one thing Coach Payton will have to. It's going to still be in these young players. They have to learn this playbook because look, it's no quickies and no ins and outs. It's going to be basic learning that playbook because look, if he's in a situation where he has to go switch around, rotate to from 4-3 to 3-4 or basic or whatever, he's going to have to learn that. So that's the keys for this for these new rookies that's coming in. One of 4 Saints played Dan Beagle. He played on special teams back in 2018. He had um, 241 snaps for the special team. So it's going to be, hopefully he'll make an impact on the defensive side as well if we need him. So that's my take on it with the New Orleans Saints. He is a 6'3" frame, so his toughness is gonna hopefully it's gonna stand out for the New Orleans Saints. So that's my take on that. You can reach Luke Johnson. That's Luke Johnson at NOLA.com here in New Orleans. For the people that's on Facebook, that's just a local site we use for news, weather, sports, and everything in between. Okay, let's see what else we got to talk about. Okay, we talked about Anthony Davis in the okay, Drew Brees. Let's talk about Drew Brees. Drew Brees returns to practice second day of minicamp. So minicamp is going on. So he has come back. He had a case that was up in San Diego about some kind of jury situation with the jury that his wife brought or something like that. Thought it was legitimate or something like that, or not legitimate. Hopefully that case is being resolved in out in San Diego. So we're gonna need Drew Brees out here in New Orleans because look for the season. So he did come back on Tuesday. So he had to testify in that San Diego jury defraud case. So they did defraud his wife and him. So hopefully he does get a win out of that. So that's from Josh Casterstein. You can reach him at Joshua_Casterstein at NOLA.com. Okay, let's talk about rugby. Okay, rugby player. Trish Blurwitz. Blurwitz is Blewett. Looking to try out with the Saints. I think that's good because he played with the New Orleans Gold or something like that. This guy, he played with the South African team. He's from Dublin, South Africa. His first season with the Gold. So I think that's good. If you have a rugby player that wants to play for this team and they got the skills and the smarts, we probably would want them here. So because look, these rugby players, they got a very tough game. I mean, they don't wear helmets like the NFL, high school, and college. They don't wear helmets. They use a ball, and they use their head. I mean, sometimes they might get head injuries and stuff like that. But hey, that's rugby football right there. That's how the young game was started. It wasn't with helmets. So that's my take on it. Let's go ahead and switch this out. Okay, we'll talk about we talked about yesterday. Okay, I think we got everything on here. So let's go ahead and go to the Bleacher Report. Okay, the Bleacher Report. Okay, let's go to BleacherReport.com. Let's go there and talk about this is the BS Beater, latest NBA draft, free agency, and all-season rumors. We'll talk about that. This is Zach Buckley. You can reach him at the Bleacher Report. That's BleacherReport.com. I'm happy about this. Okay, let's go ahead and give you all right, 2019 NBA draft is just days away, and and there gonna be some rumors and stuff like that going on down the road. So let's begin with our the first one. Boston bracing for Uncle Drew's departure. That is Kyrie Irving. That's one of the players for the Boston Celtics. They're going to be bracing for him to be gone. Uncle Drew averaged 20.8 points and then 19.9 in the season-ending game. So I'd say this: look, they're probably going to have to be ready for that, for Kyrie Irving to leave, because look, the verdict is that's bullshit. Both sides are still ready to move on. That's bullshit right there. So that's a lot of talk right there. Um, the Hawks are targeting Jarrett Culver, from the Atlanta Hawks. They're going to be targeting him in the draft. So that's probably no bullshit. They're probably going to get him. So that's pretty good. Let's see what else we got here. So we got here. Anybody else? We got nobody else in here. Okay, I'm watching everybody on the screen. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Okay, the next guy, the Wizards will keep Brandon Beal, Bradley Beal. Yeah, that's Bradley Beal. We're showing you that. Major bullshit. They won't consider moving Beal, so that's gonna probably he's probably gonna stay with the Wizards. R.J. Barrett in the mix at number 2. That's what they're talking about. R.J. Barrett. I'm pretty sure he might not be number 2, so it's minimal. So they say he's not going to be a number 2. He most likely be between, let's say 4, 5, or maybe 10 pick overall with a major team. So now the next one, 2 teams on Anthony Davis's wish list, which is the let's see, the Knicks, the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Milwaukee Bucks. So between those 2 teams, hopefully they do get him. But the Lakers and probably the Knicks. I mean, that's a lot of teams looking for Anthony Davis now. That's no bullshit. So that's no bullshit. BS. So that's what they're saying. That means bullshit. So I don't want to. So I say this: if whoever gets him, look, they're gonna get a productive player in Anthony Davis. So this is from see, I'm watching. Okay, we'll see what else we need to talk about. Okay, Bobo. Let's talk about Bobo's draft mystery. Let's talk about him. Okay, the draft history, mystery man, draft prospect. Bobo has scouts and an executive split on his potential. So that's going to probably be the factor right there for Bobo. That's BOLBOL. So he would put up 12 points. Yeah, and that's what he does. He will put up some points. He will be a point productive guy. So there'll be a lot of scouts looking for this young man. Whoever picks him, whether it's Washington, whether it's Toronto, whether it's Boston to replace Kyrie Irving. I'm pretty sure they're gonna pick up this guy right here. I mean, a lot of them, a lot of executives, a lot of scouts have they're split. They're split down the middle. There's maybe about 50-20 right there, 50-20. So that's my take on it. Let's see if we got any. We're still not on YouTube, so I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. I'm having I don't know why YouTube's not on the screen. I'm gonna see if it came on. Check it on my screen. Check it on my screen. See if it came up. I'll be back in just a second. They love me over here. if I'm on the YouTube screen. I don't know why I'm not on YouTube. I'm not on YouTube. I'm not on YouTube. So I'm not on YouTube tonight. So we may have to just keep it down at YouTube. We may have to drop it to We're gonna do that in a second. We're gonna drop it to drop out YouTube, and we'll keep the 3 networks in there. So we'll just do that. Okay, we just dropped YouTube. YouTube's not in, so we're not gonna run on YouTube tonight. We're just gonna upload it to YouTube, the video afterwards. So we'll do that. Okay, this is from David Garner. You can reach him at the Bleacher Report. That's bleacherreport.com. Okay, let's see what else we need to talk about. Okay, let's see if I can get this up on the screen. These kind of screens are low. The front page, let's see. All right, Kyrie, to partner with Rock Nation. They know what Rock Nation is. Okay, Kyrie Irving and Jeff Welser part ways for the 2019 free agency. So he's gonna be going with away from the agents that's doing it. Okay, JC is the founder of Rock Nation Sports. He has a solid stake in the Brooklyn Nets. So if he goes with Rock Nation, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get him a deal with another team or somewhere else he goes. So this is from Adrian Wojnarowski. You can reach him. He will partner with that with the agency Rock Nation. That's JC, the rapper. So about Kyrie Irving. Okay, let's see what else we're going to talk about tonight here. We're at 47 and a half minutes. Let's see what else we're going to talk about tonight. I'm waiting on the stream to come up. Give me 1 second. Because sometimes Bleacher Report's like, okay, okay, let's talk about this. Okay, Pats filed charges against the Houston Texans. Look, the New England Patriots have no room to talk because what they did back at, a couple of years ago with the Deflategate situation and stuff like that, look, they don't have no room to talk. Look, the Houston Texans are a model organization. I mean, they're not gonna go tamper with stuff. I mean, that's what they're saying in this report right here. They're going to file charges against the New England for pursuing Nick Case Rio from the New England Patriots to be their general manager. I think he should be their general manager. I mean, look. New England does a lot of stupid things that's swept under the rug. I mean, look, if they want that general manager, they should let them have it. Not sit there and just file charges. So that's my take on it. Guess what? Kansas City had a forfeit a 3rd round pick for that. But what New England did was far worse than what they do. So that's my take on that. When the owner goes to jail. Wow. When the owner goes to jail. Oh, yeah, the New England, I don't think he's going to jail, Kerry Thompson. He's going to get out of it. He's got money. He is not going to go to jail. I mean, that's just an illusion right there. I mean, he's not going to jail for that. I mean, look, Robert Kraft, what he did, getting a hand job over there at that massage parlor in Florida. Look, they're gonna drop all the charges. That's one thing. When you have money, they're gonna you can play. If you don't have money, tough shit. Get the hell out of here. That's what they're gonna say. So that's my take on that. Let's see what else we gotta talk about. Okay, Nick Bosa. Let's talk about Nick Bosa. We'll go ahead and wait a few seconds. I gotta wait for this thing to come back up, as it looks like it's blank. So I'm waiting for the screen to come back up. Okay, there it is. We'll go ahead and talk about Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is the Nick Bosa believes he is ready to play Week 1 of the NFL season. Nick Bosa was um, known for his racist comments and stuff like that. I mean, but the truth of the matter is, look, well, when the president he congratulated him. He didn't congratulate um, Murray for being the number one pick. That was dumb what they did. So I hope he does straighten up his life, because look, the NFL is not going to tolerate any of his crap. So that's my take on Nick Bosa. You can go follow, as her name is Jennifer Lee Chang. You can reach her at CBS Sports as Jennifer Lee Chang. This is from I think NBC Sports in the Bay Area, San Francisco. Yep, yep, yep. I agree. I agree. I agree. So, all right. Let's go ahead and see what else we need to talk about this evening on this evening's show. I'm looking at some more stuff. Okay. Just see what else we need to talk about. Okay, this is the Twitter we're looking at right here. USA Women's Team got the world on notice after the 13 nothing win yesterday. This is trending right now. Also, when your daughter scores, this is Twitter video. We can't show you the Twitter video due to copyright restraints. We cannot do that. So that's totally against the rules of all social media platforms. So we have to abide by those rules. Okay, let's go ahead and look at worst possibilities for landing spots for every team for top free agents. This is what we're talking about. This is from Zach Buckley. You can reach him at the bleacherreport.com. That's bleacherreport.com. This is the worst possible realistic landing spots for every team. Let's go ahead and go over them. Jimmy Butler, Dallas. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna go to Dallas. I really don't. Jimmy Butler. I really don't think he's gonna go to Dallas. He most likely will get a contract and stay with Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure he will. But if it does, it will probably be sooner than you think. So that's the first one. One versus one of six. Is she related to Mitch McConnell? Jimmy Butler. I don't know. Kerry. I appreciate it. If you please do not put any political commentary in here. That's one of the rules we don't allow. So if you want to talk about sports, that's fine. I don't want. I don't want to have to. I mean, I don't have nothing against y'all, but please do not put any political commentary. We don't talk political commentary on here. So please abide by the rules. I mean, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm asking you nicely. So, okay, the next guy we're going over is Kevin Durant. He will most likely be with the Lakers. Most likely, yeah. If he's pushed out of Golden State, he most likely will be pushed. Will be sent over to L.A. To play with LeBron James. Also, Kyrie Irving. He will be with the L.A. Clippers. I'm pretty sure they might get him for his services and stuff like that. Um, Kyrie Irving. Also, Kawhi Leonard. I don't think he's going to be going. I really don't think he's going to the New York Knicks. If they win this title tomorrow night, I'm pretty sure he might get a contract extension. So I don't think he's going to go to the New York Knicks. I really don't. Kyrie Irving. Now, Klay Thompson most likely will go to the Knicks. Most likely. Because if they lose him, he'll most likely land with the Knicks. Klay Thompson. Kimball Walker. Charlotte. He's going to probably most likely will stay with Charlotte. But I'm pretty sure he will stay with Charlotte. So that is the worst possible realistic landing spots for top NBA free agents. So all the free agents. So that's from Zach Buckley. You can reach him at the bleacherreport.com. That's bleacherreport.com. Okay, let's give you an update on the Stanley Cup. Right now, it is 13:39 left to play. In the second quarter, it is 2-0 Blues. It's 13:26 left to play, so they still got a lot of time before they win their first Stanley Cup. So that's and some MLB scores. We're going to give you updates. Okay, it's the Astros up 3-2. That's in the top of the fifth. They're playing against Milwaukee tonight. We'll probably most likely have a sports video recap show most likely later. I probably will do one for the Stanley Cup recaps and stuff like that. We'll have that later. Most likely live stream. Detroit up 1-0, bottom third. Also, bottom of the fourth, no score. And Arizona wins 2-0 to Philly. So Phillies right now are just in the trash right now. They suck right now. They absolutely suck right now. So that's unfortunate, but that's the truth. Okay, let's go to sportingnews.com, SB Nation. Okay, SB Nation. We'll talk about SB Nation sports topics. Let's go ahead and okay, let's talk about 31 LGBTQ participants in the World Cup, and this is from SB Nation Outsports. This is the Outsports. Courage is courageous. That's the blog site we're looking at. 31 of them participated in the World Cup. 30 coaches amongst the players. We'll go ahead and give you the people who are in there. Let's begin. Show you the players. The out players. These are the ones that they're these are the people that's in the LGBTQ community that's playing in the World Cup. And the out coach is Julius Ellis from the U.S. So that is the 31 participants. That's the out players. That's in the look. I think to be honest with you, look. I think diversity matters in the World Cup. So let me go ahead and put this up, put this back in, because I know why these I don't know why they why Facebook so freaking hard. I don't know what the hell is this about. Yeah, I say this. These once again. I mean, sorry about that. Facebook keeps kicking me out of my page, so apologize for everything. I was saying about this. The LGBTQ community, look, it's diversified. Look, I think it should be diversified. The World Cup with these players. Look, that's great. I'm glad that they have these players in there. Look, these LGBTQ community. Um, and it doesn't matter. Look, doesn't matter if you're bisexual. Doesn't matter if you're lesbian, gay, or whatever. If they want you to play on their team, so be it. They'll let you play on that team. So that's my take. What's your take on this story about these 30 plus LGBTQ participants in the World Cup? You can state your opinion. Um, that's anytime. I appreciate your comments. For um, so so that's one of the stories we're looking at on SB Nation. Let's go ahead and see what else we need to talk about. We're about an hour and 1 minute in to the broadcast. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see what else we need to talk about. Okay. Okay. This is from I think this came out in March. I'm trying to look at it. This came out, yeah, June 12th. It's fresh. Good news: the Saints blown pass interference call is now reviewable in the NFL. That's good. I'm glad that's going to happen because look, last year, look when Nickel Roby Coleman hit Tommy Lee Lewis, and when he was trying to go for a pass, I think there should have been a pass interference call. They should have put the ball where the foul, a spot of the foul was. So I think it's great that they're going to do this because it's going to help this game out. Because if somebody if somebody or somewhere or somebody or somewhere does get a pass interference call, whether say for instance, if it was the New England the Saints and the let's say New England Patriots in the Super Bowl and they have a pass interference call, they're gonna question that call every time. So pass interference. So that's my take on it. What's yours? James Batista says updating the pass interference probably the last competition committee. So I think it should be reviewable. I think it should be because look, any team can suffer this. Any team at any time. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how many small markets you are. I care. All I care about is if you have a pass interference call against you, they're gonna have to flag you 15 yards. And the rule change. This was at the annual meeting. 2018 rule change made it made wedges legal and prevents teams from kicking off. That's another rule they're gonna be talking about. Crackback blocks are deemed legal as well. Also, the league replay office in New York will normally to eject players if on excessive hits. Also, teams have an option to assess the yardage and also competitive tiebreakers and stuff like that for draft determine the draft order. So that's the rule change that's going to be happening in 2019 for the NFL. This is from Christine D. Andrea. She's from Trailin. You can reach her at Trailin. Alright, let's see what else we need to talk about tonight on tonight's show. I think we're covering almost everything on this show. I'm going to give another update. Okay, let's see what else we need to talk about. We're looking at the things. Okay, looking at the scroll downs. Okay, I think that's it. I think we covered everything. Okay, let's go ahead and shut down. Okay, this concludes tonight's Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Wednesday, June 12th. We'll be most likely be back later on this evening with the sports video recap. We're gonna recap the World Stanley Cup, and also we'll recap MLB baseball as well and minor league baseball. So you can join us later. Thanks to everybody on the Facebook side. I really appreciate it, what y'all do for me. So thank y'all from economists, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I appreciate it. Also, hopefully we get the YouTube stream back up tomorrow, because the YouTube stream's been having a lot of issues. So we want to get that. We want to get that out to the YouTube viewers. If you missed this on YouTube, you can we will have the video uploaded to YouTube for your viewable on replay. So that will be on YouTube tonight. So right after we do this show. Everybody else, everybody have a good evening.